Well, howdy again, and welcome back to the Withlacoochee River Railway and the Withlacoochee River Report. Well, I know I'm a little later than I should have been getting this video out. I intended to get it out like last week, and well, what can I say? Yeah, life gets in the way once in a while. We went to the show at Dana's. The little sale, you know, he holds it every month during the old geezer season, and it wasn't that great a show. I think we were up against another show in the area. I'm not sure on that. The wife said that there was another show somewhere that kind of drew people away. So Dana's show didn't have much, as you'll see here in just about a few seconds when I show you what the show looked like. So, yeah, let's go back in time through the magic of YouTube and television and all of that nonsense, and let's see what we see how the show really was, and you'll get a drift of what I was talking about. All right. Again at Dana's. This has kind of been a lackluster show today. Not real good. Not a whole lot of heavy traffic. So, I'll see you back at the house. Okay, and we're back. And as you can see, that show was kind of lackluster, wasn't it? Didn't have a whole lot of people there. As you can see, I did pick up a couple of items there. I got that engine and tender together. They didn't really go together. They weren't really together when they were new. The locomotive is an MTH Mogul. I believe it's a Rail King. It looks pretty close to scale. It kind of scales out with my other engines. And the tender is about 1970s or 80s era Lionel MPC era whistle tender, which that whistle's coming out of there. It's coming out. I did open the engine up, and there is no boards. There's no boards in there whatsoever. So that explains why it wouldn't reverse when we tried reversing it at Dana's when I was running it around the loop there. It only goes forward at the moment. I may go ahead and convert that one over to where it'll just run on DC. It does have a can motor in it, a pretty nice can motor and flywheel. Other than that, there's no other electronics. The tender is a whistle tender. It does have a whistle. So if I convert the engine over to DC, I'm going to have to take that whistle and disconnect it. Everything else works fine on it. And then I picked up that Chicago Northwestern boxcar, which it's a C St. P M and O, which is probably a subsidiary of the Chicago and Northwestern. I picked that up. I got that one for 15 bucks. And I mean, it's practically perfect Lionel car. Beautiful car. I paid $30 for the engine, by the way. As you can see, if you'll notice the green paint on it. He did the roof on this one and did part of the tender and did the walkways. Thank God he didn't slather that whole thing over like he did the Lion Chief engine. The guy that originally owned it. He's I guess he's in heaven now, but It's missing the bell. It's missing its handrails. I've got some handrail stanchions, and I'm sure I've got some wire that'll fit around here somewhere. So, I mean, you know, the engine is definitely a candidate for resurrecting the dinosaurs, which I may do that. Okay, the Great Northern boxcar with its mountain goat logo. Y'all know I already had one of those, but I couldn't pass up another Atlas car. The difference is that one's got some nice sprung Lionel trucks under it. Don't know what era the trucks are, but they're pretty nice trucks. And so somebody had taken the time to make the car completely operable with his high rail layout. And to that person, I'm eternally grateful. There is some ladder. There's one ladder missing on the other end, on the B end, and on the A end here, there's some ladder rungs missing. I've got ladders. That's not an issue. I've got some intermountain ladders I can put on it to replace all that and repaint and stuff like that. Other than that, that's about all I was able to get at that show. Not a whole heck of a lot. Okay, onward to the railroad. As you can see, I've got some 072 curves laid out here. What I'm doing is getting ready to cut this piece of plywood down. It's a piece of scrap plywood I picked up. Pulled it right out of the dump box. I've got more plywood too. And what I'll do is I will use that as a template to basically use the Gargraves track when I build the modules. I've got basically 2 full curves there, or 2 full corners, I should say. So that's a good thing. I'm just getting ready to do that here in just a few minutes to get started on at least the curves, the corners. I haven't really done anything else to the modules other than build them. I got the road bed glued down on them, and that's about it. We had a little weather out here, and of course when I'm working through the week, it gets kind of difficult for me to get anything done. Now while I'm off tomorrow, I won't, which is a Monday, I won't have any time to really get anything done out here, as my wife has 2 doctor's appointments tomorrow. Drives me up a wall. Anyway, not much I can do about it. I won't make any money tomorrow, though, I guess, unless I take some scrap metal in, but I'm not going to do that right away. I'm saving that scrap metal for the next show coming up. We got our Lionel show coming up over at Dana's. It's National Lionel Trains Day. That'll be coming up over at Dana's, or he'll be holding it, and it's just a part of it. It's like a nationwide celebration that's set up by Lionel. It's always on a Saturday toward the end of the year. And this year it's just happening on December 2nd. Unfortunately, we also have a show. We're up against another show that day, which is being held in Crystal River, which is about 20-something miles from here to the north. It's just north of Homosassa Springs. It's another Regal show. Then, of course, a week later, we'll have Dana's, the show at Dana's. So we got some busy time coming up. We got a regular model show coming up November 4th. And then the following week, which I believe is November 11th, we've got another train sale there. Wife and I are discussing whether we're going to actually do the train sale or not, because considering what we had to deal with this month, I don't know. If we're not up against any other shows or anything, we might go ahead and set up. We really need to restock. We're a little low on stock as well, but you know, when you have no money, you can't do that either. Anyway, I did want to get it out and show you what I had got, and that's pretty much what I had got. Not a whole lot. Didn't bring home a big haul from that show. If I'd had the money, I could have, but that just didn't happen. So until next time, happy railroading.